So now Jesus' riddle, I call it a riddle, about the Messiah's relationship to David. Luke, how say they that Christ is David's son? And David himself says in the book of Psalms, the Lord said to my Lord, sit you on my right hand till I make your enemies my footstool. David therefore calls him Lord. How is he then his son? So this is just to further shut them up, because they don't understand what's really going on. Luke begins, and he said to them. Mark, and Jesus answered and said, while he taught in the temple. So I'll have while he taught in the temple, but this is a new question he's bringing up. I don't think answered is the right word to put in here. I would rather just have said to them. But Matthew has something totally different. While the Pharisees were gathered together, Jesus asked them. That makes the most sense, because this is a brand new question he's bringing up. While the Pharisees were gathered together. But I also want to have from Mark, while he taught in the temple. You know what? This might be a good place to put in that statement from John. Jesus cried and said, he that believes on me believes not on me, but on him that sent me. And he that sees me sees him that sent me. This could be the place to put that from John. But again, I'm going to wait until I'm done with all this section before I figure out where that goes. And Jesus said, while he taught in the temple. While the Pharisees were gathered together, Jesus asked them while he taught in the temple. Now, I think I need to start with while Jesus taught in the temple and the Pharisees were gathered together. That's what I need to say. Or while the Pharisees were gathered together and Jesus taught in the temple, or and he taught in the temple, he asked them. Now, I'm going to put the setting of Jesus teaching and the Pharisees that are there. That's why he asks the question. Jesus is teaching. They're here, so he asks the question. I guess it's kind of out of order from Mark. But when you're putting all three together, I think it makes perfect sense. So beginning with Matthew and Mark, because the word while is in both, and we're not going to have them twice. While he taught in the temple. Yeah, I'll put he, and I'll save Jesus, his name, for when he asks the question. So, he, and he said to them. Yeah, I guess it could be from Luke. I'll make it Mark and Luke. Mark only taught in the temple. And can be from Mark and Luke. Now, Matthew, the Pharisees were gathered together. Now Jesus asked them. And I can put from Mark, Jesus answered and said, but I'm just going to leave off answered. Jesus asked. Matthew and Mark, Jesus' name, only Matthew, asked them. I think I'd rather have saying than and said. Now, Matthew, what think you of Christ? Whose son is he? That's really different, because then they respond. They say to him, the son of David. He says to them, how then does David in spirit call him Lord? Mark, all that is just Jesus' statement, no back and forth. In Luke, it's also all just Jesus' statement, no back and forth. But I think I want to have that extra statement from them. What think you of Christ? Whose son is he? Mark, how say the scribes? The scribes? What? That word is not here anywhere in Matthew. Here it says again, the Pharisees were gathered together. How say the scribes that the Christ is the son of David? Luke says, how say they? Who are they? Probably the scribes. I know what I can do. I can have Jesus asking the first question in Matthew, what think you of Christ? Whose son is he? They respond. They say to him, the son of David. Then Jesus uses the words from Mark and Luke, but he's speaking to everyone now. How say the scribes over here that Christ is the son of David? So he's preaching now. He's not just asking them a question privately or one-on-one. Now he's opening up the debate to everyone. How say they that Christ is the son of David? That's what I'm going to do. So Matthew first, his question, what think you of the Christ? Whose son is he? They say to him, the son of David. And his response, that will come next. He says to them,